What's up, guys and girls? Chris Flick here, Chris Flick Podcast, episode number 133. Today we're going to be talking about crisis, right? Sometimes we all just need a little bit of a crisis here to bring everybody together. You know, there's examples of this over the course of history. Earthquakes occur, people in that community come together and take care of each other, right? People raising people up. 9/11 in America, right? The worst event that has ever happened, at least in our lifetime, right, happened on our own soil. What did it do? It brought people together, man. It united the country, and we were all kind of working towards the same thing. There's a great book I'm reading now, Lest Innocent Blood Be Shed by Philip Haley. I recommend it to everybody. In the wake of, Nazis sweeping through Europe, there's a small French town where people decided we're going to come together and we're going to help these Jewish refugees. We're going to take them in, we're going to hide them, we're going to do whatever we can to save them, right? A crisis brought the community together to do good. Sticking with the World War II theme, man, the Nazis are just bombing the heck out of England. They're saying we're going to bomb. We're going to totally demoralize them. They're going to give up. They're going to capitulate, yada, yada, yada. Guess what? The opposite happened. Brought people together. They knew that the bombs were coming. They huddled up together. They crossed their fingers. They said their prayers. They held each other. And if they were able to live another day, they were better for it. And the community was better for it. The exact opposite happened. It wasn't morale destroying. It was morale boosting. All right? And then Great Britain, the English, they didn't even learn from that because they did the same thing to the Germans then. They start bombing the heck out of the Germans. And guess what it did? It just brought the German people together more and more, right? So it wasn't as demoralizing as people think. Sometimes crisis brings people together, right? That's large-scale stuff. There could be a personal crisis, right? Martin Luther King has this great quote. There's a civil war going on inside all of us, right? Everybody has their own little battles, all right? Everybody's got their things where they're kind of good versus evil, right? They know what their conscience is saying, but something might be holding them back from following that path, and they follow this route. Because of that, it kind of demoralizes them, all right? Now, we all have our own personal battles. We all have our own personal crisis. Just last night, we're watering our garden. Guess what? Water pressure goes low. We're like, oh, now we know what that means. Our well is pretty much kicked. Why is that an issue? We have 6 animals that are dependent on water. We have a 4-year-old that's dependent on water. We have 2 adults dependent on water. We have animals that need water, right? So we have to take care of the well. We got to let it kind of regroup, right? We're not going to be whining about being tired when the animals are outside and they need some water. We're not going to be complaining about being hungry when we don't have water to drink in our house at the moment. Luckily for us, we could go down the road. We live in a community. We know people. They could help us out, right? But it's our own little crisis, all right? We all have our own little crisis. What we need to do is don't let it demoralize you. Learn from everybody else in the course of history, right? Come together. Find some other people, man. You don't want to, who wants to suffer alone? You know what I'm saying? Get together. Bring the community together. Your own little personal community. And even if it's you, find the good in whatever's going on and keep pumping, keep moving, keep chugging along going forward, man. Hope you guys like this. Peace, everybody. This podcast, always forgot to do this. Podcast. Apple, Google, Stitcher, YouTube. Like it, share it. Maybe leave a review on the Apple Podcast thing there. We're trying to get the exposure out. You know the drill here. More ears on this stuff here. We're trying to work towards something. I got a great newsletter. You go to chrisflick.net, enter your email address, and we'll send it to you, man. The tab pops up. We have one heck of a newsletter, something like that. Put your email in there, and we'll be sending you that. That comes out every Sunday at 7:30 a.m. Hope you guys like this one. Hope you guys have a great weekend. We're in the midst of a drought up here in Pennsylvania. If you're feeling the same, you got the same issue going on, I'm with you, man. I'm feeling you. Stay cool, stay hydrated, and enjoy the day. Peace.